Right. Hi everybody, this is Helen, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Bell Block in New Zealand. Now we'll just wait a couple of secs for some people to come on board, and I'll just see if I've got this up on my iPad. It's always good to know whether we're working. Right, so what's happening? It's not a very nice day out there today. It's nice to be inside in the classroom. And I thought I would come and make a card for you today. Now, the card, I'm a bit nervous about it. I made a card last week at specialty class, and I thought I'd recreate that card. But what I have in my mind of how it's going to work, I'm not sure if it's going to. So we will have a go and see how things go. So I see there's a few people coming on board now. So I see Susan's there and Karen's there, and there was someone I missed at the start, so not sure who that was. But say hi if you're here, and I'll put you on my card tree. We'll get started. I'll create the card. I will try to keep an eye on your comments, but I'm not that great at multitasking. When I get creating, I normally spend a little bit of time just focusing on what I'm up to. So that's nice, Susan, you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, so I'll put you on my card tree and we'll get started. Right, let's see if I can get that sorted. Now, oh yes, where are we? I'm just looking on my iPad. Oh, you can sort of see. I'll see if I can raise this up a fraction. See if that's better. Right, so what I thought I would use today is the One Horse Open Sleigh papers. Now, these papers have been amazing. I have loved using them. I've got a little bit left over. I've already ended up holding 2 classes with them. So I thought I'd use some papers out of that today. And I'm also going to use the Creating With You stamp set. Now, the Creating With You stamp set's very cute. It's got a little cutting and embossing machine. It has a little sewing machine, some paint brushes, an easel, all sorts of things, some lovely words, really awesome set. And it comes with a set of dies as well. So lots and lots of dies within that set. So I'm going to create with that, and I'm going to use some of these papers and some cardstock as well. So what I might do first of all is I am going to create my pieces that I want to use on my card, and I forgot to grab a piece to stamp that on, so I'll just grab a piece of that. We'll see if that will go. Oops, I don't know if that'll go through my machine, but we'll stamp it and then I can cut it down. So I'm going to use the easel, and I'm going to use the espresso ink. Now, because it's a larger stamp, sometimes it's just as easy to apply your ink to your stamp like that. So let's stamp that on there like so. Oops, there we go. So that's our beautiful easel. Okay, so what else do I need? I might need a little basket, and I might do the little basket in espresso as well. Isn't that cute? It's very cute. Right, and I'm going to need a memento ink. Just as well, everything's handy when I haven't got it so organised. And these are little paint brushes, so I think these look very cute. So we will just stamp those there like that. Right, so I'm just going to grab some ink, some of my blends, and I'm just going to put a little bit of colour on some of these brushes. So this is just a bronze, because all the brushes will be probably the same colours. I should have got a lighter colour for some of it. Then for the colours of the inks, I might just use, so this one I think is, what do we got there? Dark petal pink. We'll use, this is a dark balmy blue. So we'll colour a couple with that. I've got a light misty moonlight, so this is a darker blue. just do that one there as well. Right, so now put my markers aside, and I want to cut these, so just so this will fit into our into the little mini cutting and embossing machine. I'll just cut that a little bit smaller, and we'll bring my little friend up just like that, and bring some plates in, and we need to cut some of these pieces. So in our set here we have the dies. So we have the die for the easel, we have a die for the basket, and we have a die for the brushes. So we'll cut all those out. So I'm just going to line that up as best I can. Right, that looks about right. And I will line that through. Okay. Perfect. So that's that one cut out. And now we need to cut out all my pieces aside. We need to cut out these ones. So we've got the little brushes, which are there, and we've got the basket. I might have stamped them a bit close together, did I? Oh no, we might be fine. Just like that. So we'll just put this plate in here gently. Hold that down while I start it off. Once you start it, you're fine. It's just getting it started sometimes. Just like that. Right. So I'll put that aside now because I don't need that anymore. Okay. Oh, they look great. Happy with those. So it's funny how sometimes you can have an idea in your head, but it's not till you start to put it together that you know whether it's going to work or not. So we will see how we go. Right, so those are our little pieces. We'll put those aside. Now the next thing I need to do is I have a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. So this is 14.8 by 21. So it's half a sheet. I'm just going to fold that in half like so. Use a bone folder to give that a really good crease. Okay, now we have 2 pieces of Whisper White. Now one of these is 10 centimeters by 14.3, so that's the one that will go onto there, and this one's 9.5 by 13.8. And I've also got a piece of designer paper which is exactly the same, so it's 9.5 by 13.8. So what I'm going to do, I need to do some cutting and scoring on this. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit in about 4 places just to, just to try to hold that in place. So we're just going to put that directly on top, like so. Right. Moved it a fraction, didn't I? But that's all right. Perfect. Now, we're going to start to do some cutting and scoring. So first of all, we are going to place this in our trimmer at 2 centimeters. So we're going to take it up, so 2 centimeters above, which is there, and we're going to score from 2 centimeters on our ruler there to 7.5 centimeters. So you might want to score twice because you've got to go through 2 layers. Then we're going to flip it around. We're going to put it in at 2 centimeters, and we're going to score from 2 centimeters to 7.5 centimeters again. This is the bottom of my card down here, so we're going to push that then up to 3 centimeters. Hopefully you can see that, yes. And then you're going to score again from 2 centimeters to 7.5 centimeters. And hopefully that's going through both layers. Now you can sort of see the score lines there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place this in the trimmer at 2 centimeters, and now we're going to cut from 2 centimeters, which is the score line across the bottom here. You may not see that on here, I can faintly see it. So 2 centimeters all the way up to the score line here. So just go straight up to there. Then we're going to take that one out, make sure that's cut through, and it has. Then we're going to turn it around that way, and we're going to put it in at 2 centimeters, and you can go from 2 centimeters to the score line, but if you just pop your arm straight up, you can go straight in at the same place and then go back to 2 centimeters. Okay, so what happens with that is we now have a cut on each side. Now that we've got the cut on each side and we've used these little measurements here to guide, we are now going to cut across that bottom. So to do that, we just put it back in at 2 centimeters, and we're going to cut from 2 centimeters to 7.5 centimeters. Now we could have cut before, but it's just sometimes easier when you're trying to get your measurements right to just score the first time so you know your measurements are all correct before you start cutting. Okay, so that lifts up like that. Now the next thing we need to do, there's a couple of things. Now because I'm doing a layer of DSP on top of the cardstock layer, I'm going to now gently remove the DSP because I want to do something else now. What I want to do is I want to cut this piece completely out across here. So I'm going to place it in at 2 centimeters, and I'm going to cut from the 2 centimeters to the 7.5, and that will take that piece out. Okay, and that just leaves me with the frame. Right, now that I've got that, move my trimmer away, and I can attach this to there. But before I do so, I now need, so we've got a scoring line here, and we've got a scoring line there. So what I need to do is I need to put that scoring line up to this scoring line, like so, line it up, and then use your bone folder to get a nice crease. And that's your halfway mark. So this is what will make your sliding part of your easel. Okay, so it's going to slide up like this and back down again. Right, so now that we've done that, and we've done everything we need to do to that, we can attach this back onto there. And we know it's going to be perfect because they were cut together. You can try to cut them separately, but sometimes it's hard to line it up and to have all your cutting lines in the right place. So it's just easier to try to cut it together, then separate it to take that piece out the middle. Right, now we just need to line this up, and because it's exactly the same size, it should be easy. Oops. And because it's going on to white and it's white underneath, it won't matter if it's out of fraction because it will look fine. Right, so that's our little piece like this. Now the next thing we need to do, we're going to sit this on here, and because this is going to slide, we want a greeting in here. So I'm just going to have a look, and I'm using the happy birthday from this set, Very Best Occasions. And I quite like this, but I'm not sure if it's going to fit. So I thought I would wait until I get this and see. Oh yes, that will fit perfect. Okay, so we'll put that on a block. This is sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. So a really nice greeting. Now I'm thinking, do I want that? I might do it in the blue. So in Misty Moonlight, we will just stamp this. So we'll ink it up. We'll make sure that this is lined up perfect. I don't want to stick it together just yet. I just want to make sure I've got it right. So make sure you don't get ink around the edge of your block, and then stamp that on there like so. And now I've gone crooked. And see, this is why. Oh, is it crooked? It looks crooked. definitely looks crooked. We can use the magic side. We'll try again. We get 2 chances at this, which is amazing. Just wondering if this is not... let's grab a scrap piece of paper. Just wondering if this is not mounted properly. So if you just put this... Oh, it does go up a bit, so I need to go down a fraction. Right, let's try again. So we'll line this up. Just like that. Perfect. Make sure we've got it up the right way. What do I think it needs to go down that way fraction? It's quite hard doing it because I don't want to put my head completely over, because you'll get another look at my beautiful grey hair. There you go. That's a bit better. Perfect. Now, what we need to do is we need to create a piece. Oh, now I had a piece. Is this the one? Let's have a look. I did have a piece that I had cut, but I think I have cut it up for something else. Have I? No. Yes, I think I used it for this. Isn't that amazing? I will just grab a piece of cardstock. I used the wrong white scrap piece. So this piece is 5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. And I'll leave that ink out because I'm going to stamp on this too. What I'm going to use is this tag topper punch. So this is a really nice punch for a really nice border at the top. So because it's 5 centimetres, it slides in there easy, and that's what I wanted. And then we slide it in as far as it will go and punch it. And that gives you a really gorgeous top to that. Now, our happy birthday is here. Now I'm just thinking, might be a bit boring. What else have I got in that set? Where's that set gone? Oh, over here. I've got these pretty little flowers. I might do that. Okay, so I might actually stamp the happy birthday with espresso. This is what happens when you make things up as you go along. You change your mind and you add this and add that. And right, so I'll do happy birthday up the top of there. I think I've done that crooked too, but that's all right. Someone is going to be so pleased to receive this card. It's going to be fine. And then I might just do this little tiny weenie. This is so cute. It's a little flower. Now let's just try. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's really pretty. Right, okay. So I'll move my ink aside, and then I just need to grab some tear and tape. And so this is going to be attached underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of tape along the bottom of there, like so. Okay, and then we need to attach that to that little piece there. So it's easier to turn it upside down, peel the back of your tape and just line it up so it will be just inside the edges of that piece we've cut. See, there's a little bit each side left over. That's fine. So now that we've done that, something else we need to do before we put it together is we need to just punch out. So I'm using a 1-inch circle punch. Now this is retired, but you could use one of your circle dies or something like that. So I've just punched a piece out of there, and I'm just going to punch a piece out. So I'm just eyeballing it. It will be fine. So this is just so we can see where we're going to pull our little tag out, okay? So what will happen is that will come up like that, and that forms your mechanism for your card, okay? Right, so we will attach that now to this piece here. So we attach that by using your seal. Oops. We're just about at the end of my seal. So we'll just do that. So now remember, we are just allowing a little bit of a white border on this one, like so. Isn't that cute? And then this is going to come up like that. Perfect. Now we can attach that at this stage to our Misty Moonlight base. I always think it's quite fun when you've stamped on the back of something because it's just like a little hidden message there that's just special for the person and they don't even know it's there. So we'll just make sure I've got this card base the right way up. That's one of the things when you're doing things upside down, you sort of got to just double check things like that because it's quite easy to do that wrong. Okay, and then this is what's going to pull that piece up. Now this piece here, it's also got that little fold in it that's going to go along that edge. And we're just going to attach this to half of this. So I'm just going to put some Stampin' Seal across there, some Stampin' Seal across there, and some Stampin' Seal across the middle. And we will attach that to the edge of that like so. So that's our scenery, which is beautiful. And then it's going to come up like this. Now that would make a really nice little card just like that. But, you know, me being me, we've got to add something else to it. So what I wanted was this look that someone's creating some art. And they are in the paddock, taking some photos of some things. Now I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put this. The easel can come off to the side. That would be cute. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little basket with my little markers. So that's going to sit in the basket like so. I think that can go in there like that. So let's just put a bit of tape on there to put all them into your little basket. And then we can pop that up down the bottom corner. So we'll put that off to the side here like that for the art. Now, this piece here, what I wanted to do with this is there's a few things that you could do. You can, and I had another little piece that I had with me, but now here it is. So I've got another little piece which is from the same scenery, and I really liked it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, where is my ruler gone? I'll just grab my ruler. And I'm going to measure inside this. And so inside that's about 5.5. So if we did it about 5.3 by about 3.6, 5.3, 3.6. Let's do that. We'll cut this piece. So we're going to go 5.3 and 3.6. So this is a good way of using up some of your small pieces. I'd like it to be about there, really. 3.6, it's about there. So this can go in there, and this is the scene that someone's painting, which is really part of the background. So I'm going to stick that onto there. I might pop that up because, you know, we always like to mention on things, don't we? It just really creates great illusion. Right, so there we go. So that's our little art piece. And then we are going to pop that up onto here too. So a couple of dimensionals. As I say, it would be a really nice scene just like that. But, you know, I like to give you a little bit more to think about when we're doing Facebook Lives. So we'll just take those tops off there. I want to make sure that the feet are about there because I think that will work. So just put it on gently, bring it up. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? What do you think of that? I think that looks pretty cute. Oh yes, I can see it. That will work really well. So we'll just pop that down straight. There we go. So there is your little birthday card. So it comes up, you've got happy birthday up the top here, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day there. The little easel, which is cute. I'd seen the easel idea or something else, and I thought, oh, I wondered if I could work it with this. And then, of course, you'd put an insert inside there. and then you could write on that. So for your insert, you could just get a piece that's about 9.5 by 13.8. Inside there we could probably do something like, let me find some things. I end up with stuff everywhere when I do a Facebook Live. So you could do this beautiful basket down the corner. And then what you need to do, if you wanted to stamp your little, what are they called? Your little paintbrushes in there. Let me just, this is just a scrap piece of computer paper. I've just, oh, it wouldn't matter because it's straight line. Aha, straight line. So all you need to do, don't even need to stamp it. You just put that across the edge of your basket. Then you can find your memento and find your stamp here with your little paintbrushes. Just put that along the top and put your paintbrushes in there like that. And that will mask it. So it means that you don't see the little tail parts. So that's what we call masking. And then just for that, just to finish it off before it goes into my card, I could just add a little bit of colour. So just do the brushes like we did on the front. Put a little bit of colour on the edges of the brushes. So just like that. A little bit of apricot. So I tried to paint the brushes the same sort of colours as what we have in the paintings, in the painting itself. So, and then just like that, you would just put that inside your card to write on. It's always nice doing an insert and even stamping on your envelopes because it just finishes off your projects really nicely. So we'll just pop that in there like so. There you go. So I called that a pop-up slider card. I think it's very, very cute. It's quite cool. It's got a little bit of interest and a little bit of mystery because you don't know what's underneath. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that. The card we made the other day at specialty class, I can't even show you because someone's taken it home to create. So yes, I was doing it a little bit blind today, but it has worked out. So that's really, really cool. I'm really pleased with the way it's worked out. So that is my card for today. If you would like to make a card like that, please send me a photo. Love to share it with anyone that would like to have a look because everyone loves coming on the page and having a look. Now I'll show you the cards that I'm doing this weekend. So this weekend's class is our gorgeous Snowflake Magic DSP. So that's one of the cards. This is another card. So this opens and it pops out. I will just open it quickly and show you. It's like a card I did on a Facebook Live a little while ago. So that one pops out like that and that goes behind the snowflake. This is another one using the rectangles. This is another one using the stamps and also the punch that comes in that bundle. And this is the other one that opens out like that using the other paper. So lots of papers, lots of beautiful cards to make this weekend. But this is our card for today, our little pop-up slider card. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It's always nice catching up with you, and yeah, it's a little highlight of my Thursday, which is cool. So if you have any questions about the card I've made or the products I've used, please just give me a call. Love to help you, any of you, with that, or just send me a message. And don't forget, if you make any cards, please send me photos because it's always nice to see what everyone makes. Yeah, a little bit more to this one this week, but I'm sure you're all up to it, so looking forward to seeing what you make. Okay, you have a great day, everybody, and look forward to catching up with you again next week. Bye for now.